Well, hello everybody. Mari Graceberg here. I'm host of the Teach and Profit Summit, and here with me is the undisputed king of podcasting, Lee Dumas of Entrepreneur on Fire. But before I welcome him on stage, I just wanted to publicly acknowledge him because if it wasn't for his mentorship a few years ago, I wouldn't be where I am today. So John, thank you and welcome to the stage.
Marie Grace, I am so honored, so excited to be here. Yes, I did have a part in your journey. I was a mentor for a time, but I'll tell you, the reason why you win and continue to do so is because you are so positive. You have such an attitude of gratitude. And if anybody watching this can get anything out of what you put on here with the summit, it's that. I mean, you'll always just see Marie Grace. She's positive, she's happy, she's enthusiastic. She brings so much to every equation. That's where true winners are made. So I hope that that's a huge takeaway.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Okay, so before I get too excited here, why don't we start with you sharing a little background of your story that led you to doing what you're doing today? Because this is a strategy that I obviously launched my business, as you know, but we're going to dig into that one. But let's first share with them a little background of your story and that led you to what you're doing today.
Yeah, real quick, I'm from Maine, which is a country state, and I grew up there for the first 18 years of my life in a town of 2,000. So when I went to college, it was like a big experience for me in the city of Providence, Rhode Island. And I spent 4 years there as a cadet in the Army. So post-college, I was commissioned as an officer in the U.S. Army, did a 4-year active duty tour. 13 of those months were in Iraq during 2003, 2004. So I really grew up pretty quickly then. I spent another 4 years in the reserves. And during that time, I tried law school, which I quit after one semester, corporate finance, commercial real estate. I went through this 6-year period post-Army of just not being happy, not being successful, and kind of wondering why. And at 32, I had my first great aha moment, which was to launch a daily podcast interviewing the world's most successful and inspiring entrepreneurs. And I knew I was going to be bad. I knew that I had no experience, that I was starting from ground zero, but I really knew that I had to start. And that's kind of one of the big takeaways I would love for people to have today is like, you just have to start. You have to start. And so that's what I did. And I was bad for a significant amount of time. And that's the great thing about podcasting. You can go back and listen to the first couple hundred episodes and you'll hear like a different level of JLD than you're hearing today. But guess what? Go back and watch Michael Jordan in high school. He wasn't as good as he was in the NBA. Go back and watch, Tom Brady, the Super Bowl champion, play high school football. He wasn't that good. You have to practice. You slowly get better by doing that thing. And now I've done over 1,600 episodes. I now live in Puerto Rico with my girlfriend, Kate, in a beautiful home here on the Caribbean. We're financially independent. We're location independent. Again, my podcast has over 1,600 episodes to date. I've interviewed Tony Robbins, Damon John, Barbara Corcoran, just all the greats, as well as, people that are just starting off, which I love having those stories come out as well. We run a multi-million-dollar a year business. I've authored 2 journals, the Mastery Journal and the Freedom Journal, both of which are some of the highest and most funded publishing campaigns of all time on Kickstarter. And we're just having a blast.